Here we are again, guys, back for episode number 12 of What I Got This Week. So, of course, let me begin by saying, welcome back! Alright, guys. Well, it's been a kind of a long little time, lots of busy stuff going on, but we're back on track here. So what do we have for episode number 12? Well, we have the top 5 books of the week, we have our classic comic review, and we have, to make up for not being here for a little while, 2 specials today. A Loot Crate special that I have, and a Batman 1000 special. So let's begin jumping right in, guys, with our top 5 books of the week, and of course, I'm going to cheat a little bit, because I was gone for a while. I'm going to give you an honorable mention as well. What do we have for honorable mention? We have Marvel's War of the Realms issue number 1. Now this particular one here, guys, is a great start-off issue. Marvel's had some bumpy storylines when it comes to Secret Wars in the modern era, or their Hydra storylines, or they're trying to reboot it. But this one seems pretty legit. It's written by Jason Aaron. It's a good start. A lot of interesting stories going on here, and there's a lot of Thor storylines. I like it, so I'm gonna give you guys an honorable mention. I'll keep an eye on it, see how that one goes. Alright, but officially, what do we have for the top 5? Number 5 for the week, we have The Amazing Spider-Man at number 18. This is part of the Hunted series, part 2 of the Hunted. What we have now is a battle royale going on here in Central Park. There's a bunch of villains, a bunch of heroes, Spider-Man in his symbiote suit. They're being tested. What for? We're going to find out. It was a good kind of continuation issue. I like what they're doing here. Marvel is, obviously in the movie area, definitely kicking butt, but they're not as strong as DC in the storylines. They're trying to get back on there, and this is a good good issue. I like it. So there we go, number 5 for the week. All right, number 4 for the week. What do we have? We have The Walking Dead, number 190. So what do we have in The Walking Dead, guys? It's a little bit different than the TV show. The Walking Dead still has Carl alive, and Rick is still in the main storyline. However, we're on the verge of a major evolution in this new area. The governor is not, to quote the book, this new governor is starting to act a lot like the old governor, and that was not a good sign. So they're on the verge of a major war. They're literally about to fight as the issue ends. So we'll find out where it goes, but Robert Kirkman's even said that, I believe we're nearing the end. Where they stop at 200, will they stop beyond? We'll see, but I wouldn't be surprised if it stopped at 200, and this would be a good arc to end it on, but we'll see. Number 190, I like it. Number 4 for the week. All right, next up, what do we have? We have Shazam number 4. Now, this is, again, part of the DC reboot of Shazam. DC is trying to really kind of streamline their stories and their backstories. If you know, back with Superman even, he was never like completely laid out originally. He couldn't fly at first. He could simply leap tall buildings in a single bound. So over time, people began to refine the storylines, the backstories, the biographies, and they're starting to do a little bit the same here with Shazam. And the reason why this is so well done is because Jeff Johns, who's one of the chief creative officers at DC, is personally writing these stories, and they're so well done. They also have references to old Shazam characters like Tawny Tiger. So I like where this is going. They're in the Wildlands. The team is split up. Some of them are still trying to. I mean, it's a little confusing, but it's a good reboot. I like it a lot. It's my number 3 for the week. Shazam number 4. All right. My number 2 for the week, what do we have? We have Heroes in Crisis, number 7 of 9. We're near the end, guys. Now, this is another one of those amazing pieces by Tom King. Tom King is kicking, again, butt at DC. His Batman storylines are great, but this sub-story about what's happening at Sanctuary, who's at fault, and the twist, I'm not going to say what the twist is, but the twist involving Wally West, you need to read this issue. It is amazing. So that's number 7 of 9, number 2 for the week. But my number one for the week, what do we have? We have Justice League number 21 here, written by Scott Snyder. If you notice, the top three for the week this week were the top three, I think, of modern DC writing, with Johns, King, and now Snyder. So this is where we have a new character introduced, the World Forger. We have someone who's a brother of Perpetua who could be able to help them. It's got a lot of ambiguity, a lot of great stories, great artwork. Again, read it. Let's not forget about the alternate Superman and who that really is. You need to read this issue. It is so good. My number one for the week. All right, so next up, guys, I want to transition, if you guys can real quick, to a Batman 1000. If you can believe, 80 years, Batman number 1000 has actually come out on Detective Comics, and this past week, all of the issues came out in regards to the main and the variant covers. I got them. I want to show them to you. Here they are. There we are, guys. Detective Comics number 1000. Happy birthday, Batman. 80 years, and to many, many more. All right. So what do we have now, guys? We have our classic comic review of the week. And this week we have Marvel 1602. Now, this is one of my absolute favorites. It's because it's written by Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman as in American Gods, as in Coraline, as in Sandman, modern horror genius Neil Gaiman. And this is his take on the Marvel Universe, but about 400 years earlier. And so what we're going to have here, we're going to have things like Magneto escaping being burned at the stake for being possibly a witch or a heretic. You'll find out which. Get it? We also have some amazing artwork. Look at this right here. I mean, the delicate precision taken in this is, I mean, it's an artwork in of itself, but having Neil Gaiman's stories behind it as well just adds overall. Let me show you one more page here. This is a great piece. Here we have actually a 1600s version of Nick Fury. They bring in a lot of the Marvel Universe. And so I recommend this especially for the people who are really into comic books or into English literature. Neil Gaiman is so smart when it comes to bringing in references to Shakespeare or just in general classic British literature especially. So I recommend this. This is my classic comic review. And if we were to give it a score, here's the thing. I'm actually going to give it a little bit lower score than usual for my classic comic reviews. I'm going to give this a 4.2 out of 5 wigs because it is a little wordy. It is a little complicated. It took me about a couple of sessions to get through it. I appreciate it. I love it. I'm recommending it, but it's not going to be the absolute cream of the crop. We'll get to that later. All right, guys. So next, what we have is a special on Loot Crate. I got my Loot Crate shipment finally. Thank God. It took forever. And here's me what I got from Loot Crate. What's my highlights? Check it out. guys. So that's what I got for this week. I got my top 5. I got my classic comic review. I got the Loot Crate. I've got Batman number 1000. I'm back. I'm happy to be back. So everyone, have a great week. And of course, wig out.